Hi, I'm Kris Dorn. I'm the head beach volleyball coach here at Vanguard University. Our first ever season, which is my first season as well, was the 2017-2018 academic year. And so we've been phenomenally blessed with a great program. My wife also coaches here. She is the head women's indoor coach. I've been coaching volleyball for about 24 years in college. And that's been a variety of starting in NCAA Division I with the women's side, shifting over about halfway through my career to men's side, and then having this tremendous opportunity to come out here, be a part of the staff of Fellowship Christian Athletes, and then to be able to start this beach program has just been an amazing opportunity. This was a very easy yes for both my wife and I. This is such a great environment. It's a very genuine environment. It's a very authentic community. And knowing that, again, we've both been coaching for a long time, and sometimes you have good support and sometimes you don't. And we knew that we would have great support here. We knew that we could draw great people to these programs, and it has lived up to that expectation. It's been an amazing experience. So when we are looking for players, there's 100 different attributes that you could throw out there. But I think if you were to boil down what we're really looking for, is yes, we want the competition side. We want them to be fierce as lions, right? We want that competitive spirit, which brings so much growth and learning and fire with it. But we also want it to be paired with the character, the integrity, the ability and the desire to be a part of something big and something bigger than themselves. So for the last couple of years, we've had love and challenge as two of our specific goals / the things that define our culture. And we know that the goal of a competition is to win, and so that drives us forward, but we also want that sisterhood environment, that family environment, where you know you will have support, you know you'll have backing, not just to get to the next level, not just to drive yourself and somebody that's alongside of you and keeping you accountable and pushing you forward, but also when you have those bad moments, they can help pick you up. And that has been key to our program. It's been a delight of our program to get the young ladies that we have. And so it's that combination of character and integrity paired with that drive, and really paired with the desire to buy into something again that is so much greater than just me, right? This is not about me, this is not about you, it's just about all of us and what we can do together. So as I mentioned, we absolutely love our team environment, and our culture comes first, and so we do a lot of things to try and cater towards that. And some of them sound very simple, but they go such a long way. And the first one is the spirit of collaboration. And this is something that's taken me a long time as a coach to learn, but it's to bring decisions to a group process without me talking, without kind of me setting the vision of like, okay, what do we all want out of this experience? What do we all desire out of this decision? And then once we kind of start to hear everybody's heart, then we can start to pull out those commonalities and say, okay, these are the things now that we can focus on. We can say, hey, this is our core. Because now it's easier to say, okay, hey, I'm not trying to bring you up into where I think you should be. I'm trying to bring you back to where our common goals are. And that's been awesome. And a lot of the ways that we do that, again, are little things, but they go a long way. And so we have a team retreat, and actually this year we're adding another one, where we do some bonding activities where we really, again, try and dig into the vulnerabilities of each other. And life stories is one of the best things that we do that way. And it starts with the coaching staff, and we try and be pretty transparent. And what we want is not just a volleyball resume, but what really are some things that shaped you? What is your family like? What are some of those hardships in your life that you had to battle against? What are some things that made you the way that you are and that kind of shaped the lens that we all see the world through? And through things like that and getting to hear everybody else around the circle, it just creates not only an amazing depth, but also it creates an environment that you want to fight for that person. But also, hey, the more I know about you, the more I know about those vulnerabilities, the more I can not cater to them, but the more I can really respond to who you are and why you see things the way that you do. It is extremely difficult to pick out just one highlight out of a tremendous couple of years, even since our young birth, you might say. But I think the 2019 ABCA Small School Championships out in Florida was in itself just a blast. Not just to see how far our program had come, how much our girls had fought for their positions, taking second place, all of those things. But I'll be honest, I think the most important time for me was the night after losing in the championship. We were obviously not, it wasn't the outcome we wanted. We fought hard, but that night we kind of had an Airbnb like kind of a big cabin house, basically, we were all staying in. And that night we really got to go around the circle and really share our hearts, share some like experiences that we've drawn from this, showing some big moments that have happened in our lives, big changes, and then some just great moments we've had together. And for me, that was so special to hear their hearts, because, you know, sometimes we have an outsider perspective, and what I think might be going great sometimes has some underlying issues. And just to hear their hearts and hear how things have been progressing and hear the legacy that not only that class but our foundational classes have been leaving is exactly what we've been working for. And so that was amazing to get to experience. I love Lions, and there's a tenacity and a ferociousness to something that can sometimes seem so still and so quiet and so reserved and composed. And that is kind of what we're looking for, is that combination of that deep respect, not only for yourself, for your partner, for your opponent, for the referees, for the game itself, but also just that knowing of the confidence that I have done this 1,000 times before, and so I will succeed. I will push forward. And that also brings its own level of vulnerability, because you cannot get to that level until you are vulnerable. You cannot get to that level until you expose yourself into something that you have not been good at and try to push past it, and do that over and over and over and over again, and trust and know that that lion next to you has also done the same. And I love that aspect of being a lion. I think that Vanguard athletes do a phenomenal job of representing that, and that's what we're looking for.